Hello, beautiful people. It's Courtney and welcome back. Today I have a 100% honest review for you guys, and these slimes are sent to me for these videos. So if you're interested in having your slime shop featured, you could check out my slime Instagram. But also I wanted to let you guys know that I have a podcast with my sister. It's brand new and it would be super awesome if you guys checked it out. I'll link it down below. And as always, my slime shop is fully stocked right now. So I will leave the link for that down below as well. But without further ado, let's get into the slime video because we have some amazing slimes today. So the very first slime shop is Retro Slime Company, and you guys, hands down, this packaging is the best I have ever experienced with any slime company. Everything from the box to the postcard to the actual packaging, it is incredible and so thoughtful. I have never seen such good packaging from like a handmade slime company. Everything just goes so well together, and they even include this little box of the fixers, which I thought was so cute, like the little logos and their little characters and everything. So one is activator and one is softener, which I think is awesome and so thoughtful. So the slimes themselves were also so well thought out, and the actual containers show like a little backstory on the slime and why they decided to do it. So this one is called May Flower Power, and this is like all the slimes are inspired by something. So I think that's really awesome. But this slime is a foam and it's scented like honeysuckle, and the scent is amazing and so refreshing. And it's also very thick as well. So I really enjoyed this slime, but honestly, like the packaging was just so on point, and their prices are very, very reasonable. Like for this size slime, all of them were like $14.98. So compared to like some famous slime shops, they're the same price, but I think the actual quality of the packaging is just incredible. This next one is called Bazooka, and this is of course inspired by the bubble gum, which it has a little story on the side. And then it actually came, at first I wasn't sure if this was a charm or not, but it came with an actual piece of Bazooka bubble gum with a little comic strip, and I just thought that was so thoughtful. And this slime itself is like a sleigh slime, so it's scented just like bubble gum, but it's very, very thick. Like it's not a very spreadable clay slime, but it's very thick and holdable, which I do really like, and I really liked the texture of it. It was still very stretchy without being like rippy or anything like that, and it was just a really good overall texture and very, very holdable. These slimes, I also forgot to mention, are all 8 ounces, which I don't know, the slime containers actually felt like bigger. I don't know, I just really like I was obsessed with the packaging. I really couldn't get over how thoughtful it was, but this slime was really good too. Now the last slime I have from them is called Poppin' Good Slime, and this is a movie theater popcorn inspired slime, and the scent on this, you guys, it was on point. It was just like buttered popcorn, and it came with these little clear beads that you could put on top that represented salt. And this was another like semi-foam crunchy slime. This one was actually my favorite because it was just so crunchy and it had a really nice thick base, so it gave really good bubble pops. The only thing I will say with all 3 slimes is I might have liked to see like a little bit different texture or type of slime. They were all a bit different in their own way, but they all had like foam beads, so it would have been cool to maybe see a cloud slime or a cloud cream or a snow fizz slime or just something a little bit different. But the slimes themselves, I mean, I can't fault them. They were all so amazing and the packaging was really good. I would just maybe would have liked to see a little more variety in the textures, but overall amazing slime shop, and I could not recommend them enough. This next awesome package I have to share with you is from Saxophone Slimes, and it came very nicely packaged, a ton of candy and extras, so thank you so much, and of course the slimes themselves. The only thing I will say is that the actual logos on the slime were Saxy Slimes instead of Saxophone Slimes, and they said this was because it's shorter, so I would recommend just either keeping it all Saxy Slimes if you want to keep it like short, and that way it's just easier for people to find you and they aren't confused on which one they should search. But that's just my own little personal opinion and constructive criticism, which I do always try to give for these underrated shops just so they can improve themselves where, you know, they might not have thought of before. So this first slime is called Cinnamon Bun, and it's a DIY clay slime. And oh my goodness, you guys, this is the most beautiful slime and so thought out. I am obsessed with it. It is scented so nicely, just like cinnamon rolls, and like the cinnamon is just a nice sweet blend. It was just so good, and the look of this slime was beautiful and so thoughtful. Everything from the texture of the base to the frosting had like a really good like glisten to it. It literally looked like real frosting. And when this all mixed together, it really was just a awesome texture. It was very thick, very stretchy, very like sizzly. I really enjoyed this one. I enjoyed literally every aspect of it, from the scent to the look of it to the texture. It was incredible. And this was $14.99, and it comes with 12 ounces of slime in total, which I think is an amazing deal. The next slime I have to share with you guys is called Brownie Bits, and this is another DIY clay slime. I think honestly this is like their signature because these were so cute. Like these brownie bites were amazing, and just look how beautifully decorated they are. I just think it's so cute, and it also came with a little powdered sugar you could put on top, which I thought was awesome. Like this just looked so good to me, so Instagram worthy, and just a really creative slime. And the base of this was like a very thick glossy base, so very different from the other one, and still an amazing DIY clay slime. And this one was scented like brownie, but it wasn't like the classic brownie scent a lot of people use in their slimes, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But it did have just a little bit more subtle scent than the previous slime, but still like it mixed into a awesome thick holdable slime, and you guys know those are my absolute favorites, so I would highly recommend this. This one was $12.99 for 10 ounces of slime, and I just thought it was so good. The packaging was great and everything was just really creative, and I love DIY clay slimes and I know how much effort they take, so I was really impressed with these. This next slime is called Royal Tangerine, and it is this beautifully pigmented kind of pearl finish clear slime. And this clear slime, you guys know I am very picky with clear slimes because sometimes they could be very messy, very sticky, like they have to really be done perfect, and this one was definitely awesome. It was one of the best I've tried in a very long time. It was great for poking, yet it was still very stretchy, and it wasn't sticky whatsoever, which is a huge win in my book. But this one was just so good, pretty color, and the actual scent was just like tangerine, but it was not artificial whatsoever. It just had a really fresh, really great tangerine scent. So I was just so impressed with all their slimes. I thought they were so good, and I was so shocked just like how good slimes there were in this video. So I would really recommend this shop as well. I just thought they were amazing. And the very last slime shop I have to share with you guys today is Peachy Berry Slimes. Now this one was another one that was packaged very nicely. However, their little extra baggie did spill, and it was because they included a liquid activator. So if you do include a liquid, I would definitely recommend maybe a different container or putting it separate. That way it doesn't spill into everything else. But the slimes themselves were packaged very securely and nothing leaked. However, I will say, like, as an underrated slime shop, a lot of times, like, the next step, everything was very nicely packaged. I would just highly recommend maybe upgrading your containers the next like little bit you want to invest in your business. So I would say that would be a good next step to take, just because these plastic souffle cups like aren't the most secure and they break more likely and they just don't hold up as well as some of the other plastic containers. But this first slime is called is just a Neapolitan slime, and this one is unscented, and it was layered, which it actually stayed pretty well layered, and it mixed into this really nice holdable texture, yet still very stretchy, like a really nice kind of sleigh butter slime. So I really enjoyed the end result of this slime. This next slime is a birthday cake inspired slime. So it is like a semi-foam slime, and it is lightly scented like fruit and very refreshing. And this one, it has a little bit more of like, it's kind of similar to the previous slime in texture, but a little bit more stretchy, I would say, and a little less clay. And then it also is like, it had no fallout, which was really nice as well. And just a nice birthday cake slime. And it's different. I feel like a lot of birthday cake slimes are scented like birthday cake. So this one had like a nice fruity scent to it, which can definitely be cake-like as well. Now this last slime is a blue raspberry icy slime, and this one was actually my favorite. It had a really great icy texture to it, kind of like an icy mixed with cloud cream. It was just really nice, and it was unscented as well, which I do like to point out because some people don't like scents or they're allergic to them, so it's kind of always good to know. But I think the texture is really great, and I think for a slime shop, like an underrated slime shop, they have a great start to their business. But I think the containers would really kind of step up their game and make things a little more, up to par with some other slime shops, because there are so many out there these days. But other than that, their textures are great, especially for a new slime shop. So I thought this was really nice, and this one was definitely my favorite. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. All the slime shops, as always, will be listed down below in the description box for you. And I will talk to you very soon with a brand new video. Bye!